Hello everyone, so today we are going to learn about how our body absorbs nutrition from foods and how they are transported to different parts. First we will see about absorptions of nutrients. What is absorptions of nutrients? Absorptions is the process of transmission of digested products like amino acids, glucose, fatty acid, etc. from the site of digestion to the body fluid, body and lymph. एब्जॉर्प्शन क्या है, एक प्रोसेस है. मीन्स जो पचाए गए खाने जैसे कि एमिनो एसिड, ग्लूकोज, फैटी एसिड डाइजेशन से लिम्फ में और ब्लड में जाना. टू टाइप ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शंस होता है. एक है इंट्रा सेल्यूलर और एक्स्ट्रा सेल्यूलर. इंट्रा सेल्यूलर मीन्स इनसाइड सेल, एक्स्ट्रा सेल्यूलर मीन्स आउटसाइड सेल. नेक्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट स्ट्रक्चर एड्स फॉर एब्जॉर्प्शंस. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज tiny finger-like projections on the inner lining of small intestine. Means inside our small intestine there are really small finger-like part. Second point is lined by columnar epithelial cell. Third point is it contains capillaries to absorb amino acid and sugar. Fourth point is fine lacteal vessels to absorb fatty acid and glycerol. Next is microvilli located at free ends. Second point is minute hair like projections of plasma membrane. Third is contained actin filaments and fibrin and villi. Micro and villi, which are tiny like hairs that increase the area for absorption. Cool, right? Next we will discuss about the mechanism of transport. You see that you can easily understand. So the body use three ways to move food. First is bulk transport, passive transport and active transport. So first we will discuss about the bulk transport. What is bulk transport? So you can understand the point wise. It is very easily way to understand. So first point is large scale transport of materials occurs through the plasma membrane of the epithelial cell. Second point is taken directly by plasma membrane in vesicles. So that process is called endocytosis if it is solid phagocytosis or if liquid pinocytosis. So what is bulk transport? In one liner we can say that big chunk going in through endocytosis. So next transport is passive transport. Passive transport driven by concentration gradient through plasma membrane, no expenditure of energy. So in passive transport no need energy. So food flow where there is less, right? So after that we are discuss about the three types. What is the three types of passive transport? First is osmosis, diffusion and facilitated diffusion. So first is osmosis. What is osmosis? Movement of water from high concentration to low concentration, right? Example is water. And then next is diffusion. What do you mean by diffusion? Diffusion is some like osmosis but through a specialized channel. Example is sodium, potassium, cation and chlorine. So these are the example of diffusion. Next is facilitated diffusion. What is facilitated diffusion? Another form of diffusion but with some carriers molecule like example sugar, amino acid. I hope you can understand easily because in this slide very easily way to understand, right? Then last transport means third transport is active transport. Energy dependent, it is energy dependent and against concentration gradient. Carrier protein are needed, low concentration or also high concentrations. ADP, ATP, ATP to ADP. So you can see, so you can easily understand. So now we will discuss about the how each nutrients is absorbed. So first is absorptions of sugar. So first point is carbohydrate absorbed in the form of monosaccharide. So second point is disaccharide get hydrolysis into monosaccharides and monosaccharides pass into blood capillaries get absorbed by co-transport or couplet transport. So now we will discuss about the absorptions of amino acids. So first point is the digested products of protein are absorbed in the intestine as amino acid and dipeptidase. Second point is the free amino acid undergo coupled transport linked to sodium across the intestinal wall. And third point is short chain of 2 or 3 amino acid are also actively absorbed. Fourth point is absorptions are largely complete in the anterior portion of the small intestine, right? Last point is small amount of intact protein are able to cross the initial epithelium and gain access to enteral fluid. They do so by a combination of endocytes and exocytes. Absorptions of amino acid, what happen? Proteins break into amino acid which enter the blood using the same co-transport method. Next is absorptions of fat. How fat are absorbed? So you can also show that and understand the process how it absorbed of fat. So fat are tricky and they mix with bile. After that become small particles and then enter the cell. Then inside they form chylomicrons and go into the limbs. So that is the structure you can easily understand. Next we will discuss about the absorptions of water. So first point is water is the most abundant substance in the chyme. Second point is approximately 9000 ml of ingested and secreted fluid enters the small intestine each day, but only 500 ml is passed on the large intestine. Third point is the generation of a concentration gradient by the active absorptions of solute always promote diffusion of water into the epithelium. Last point is mainly done by diffusion. So water goes mostly by diffusion. It follow the crowd. Next is absorptions of iron. So first point is mostly occurs in the duodenum. So यहाँ कहाँ पे होता है? Duodenum में होता है. Only 10% is absorbed into blood. And the third point is in the intestinal cells, iron bind to the ferritin or storage protein. Last point is non-bound protein is released into blood, then gets binded to transferrin, which furthermore circulate in throughout the body. I hope you are understood. Don't forget to like, share and comment. Also share with your friends.